Yeah. My come and never sleep on me. Eyes on my chain 숙여 너의 고개를 what you looking at fool 너의 눈 허리 멍청했고 find your comfort from another yeah. I go low like undercover yeah. Wanna know my name 죽지 않은 일은 위에 부어버려 기름 yes you can even guess me cause I'm baby.
Hello everybody, welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Oliver.
I'm Matthew.
And today, we're bringing back Medal of Honor stories.
Wow, it's about time.
Yeah, we took a little hiatus.
We did.
But it's just time to bring them back.
It is.
Time to bring them back.
We can't do everything, Oliver. You know, we're just
That's
too...
true. We can't do much, actually. We can't do much.
That is a better way of saying it, but... we're just two average Joes, you know what I mean? So we thought, since we can't do much, we thought we would, instead of a history show, do a Medal of Honor show.
Yeah, because we can't do the history shows, right? Because apparently we've been repeating ourselves. We went back and watched some old footage of our history shows from a couple of years ago, and it turns out that we just keep reading the same shit over and over again.
Yeah,
so.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so history show is on a restructure.
Yeah.
So if you do like the history shows, if you're wondering where they are, they will be coming back. We'll have an all-new format for it. We just got to figure that out. So for now, we're going to do some Medal of Honor.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't have enough time in the day to get everything in.
Yep.
But the Medal of Honor stories, we were never going to stop.
No.
We just,
just took a little break from them.
Life happens.
That's right.
But I do want to congratulate Jerry Peace. He retired from the military last week. I think 25 or 30 years.
Holy smokes.
He was in the military, so well deserved.
Yep.
And thank you for your service, for sure. Awesome guy. Fun to be around. So yeah, thanks for that.
Sweet.
To retire from the military.
Yeah.
30
years. That's a long time.
It's his whole life.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yep.
So yes, we got two amazing stories.
Yep.
I'll get into it right now.
All right. Two more real-life gangsters. Here we go.
Yes. World War II, U.S. Army, George Watson. Private George Watson distinguished himself by extraordinary heroism on March 8, 1943, while serving in the Pacific Command in the 2nd D Battalion, 29th Quartermaster. Jesus, one drink?
Can't do much.
What the hell? Regiment. Near Parlock Harbor, New Guinea. That's it.
Done.
Should be. There's a lot of places right there. All right. Private Watson was on board a troop ship, the Dutch steamer.
He's on a ship?
Yep, a ship. When it was attacked and hit by enemy bombers. Before it sank, the ship was abandoned. Private Watson, instead of seeking to save himself, remained in deep waters long enough to assist several soldiers who could not swim to reach safety of the life raft. His heroic. What the hell? We haven't done this.
Heroic.
I can't read. I need to go back to school. His heroic actions, which subsequently cost him his life, resulted in saving the lives of several of his comrades. So, it got hit. Instead of swimming off, he stayed, knew that his comrades couldn't swim, and saved them.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's awesome. Have you ever even in a pool just carried jokingly like dead weight trying to swim?
It's impossible.
Dude, it is so hard to do.
I'm not that strong. I can swim.
Yeah.
I can swim, but I don't know if I can swim well enough to save someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dead weight. Plus, you have all your stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
Yeah.
You got to be really strong-minded.
And then to do it multiple times. Right. And, you're not in a pool. You know what I mean? These guys aren't going from one end of the pool to another.
No.
They're going from a sinking fucking ship in the ocean to a life raft.
Where there is no bottom.
Right.
There's no,
You can't just kick off and come back up.
No.
Yeah.
Weakened by his continuous physical exertion and overcome by muscular fatigue, Private Watson drowned when the suction of the sinking ship dragged him beneath the surface of the swirling waters. His demonstration, bravery, and unselfish acts set in motion to train compelling events that finally led to America's victory in the Pacific. See, Private Watson' extraordinary valorous actions, his darling and inspiring leadership, and his self-sacrificing devotion to the fellow man exemplifies the finest tradition of military service.
That's crazy.
Yep. But once again, his actions, altered the history. Like, they were able to have a victory, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So his
That's
sacrifice, changed that whole thing.
Yep.
So, great story.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Man.
It's it sucks that he drowned, but man, saved a bunch of people.
And he did all that while the
ship was literally sinking next to him. Yeah.
And, a ship that size,
yeah.
If you're even close to where it's going under,
Yep.
Plus, he was so fatigued, but, what he did was so heroic at the same time. Just amazing.
Yeah,
and
for
awesome.
sure. For sure. All right, so I got a cool one. So we don't normally have anything from before World War One. There's a couple from the War of 1812. There's a bunch from the Civil War, but they usually don't have any explanations with them.
Yeah.
I looked at a couple when I was doing research for this one, and they were from the Civil War, and it said captured a flag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's
there's really nothing.
Yeah. But this one I found probably got one of the coolest names that we've ever had come across. His name's Cornelius Cronin.
I like it.
He was a chief quartermaster in the U.S. Navy, Civil War. On board the USS Richmond in action at Mobile Bay on 5 August 1864, cool and vigilant at his station throughout the prolonged action, Cronin watched for signals and skillfully steered the ship as she trained her guns on Fort Morgan and on ships of the Confederacy despite extremely heavy return fire. He participated in the actions at Forts Jackson and St. Philip, and with Chalmette batteries, and at the surrender of New Orleans, and in the attacks on batteries below Vicksburg.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy was in 10 different engagements on his boat.
And it's amazing.
Friggin' cool.
And the thing that I love about this...
Probably a steamship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're talking...
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And we never get the Civil War stories because, they weren't captured. But the ones that are, you gotta think, you're like, oh my God, this is...
Yeah. I mean, this was this was 160 years ago.
Crazy.
Yeah. Nuts.
But still... A great story,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he fought for the North.
Right.
And
What's that?
We won.
Oh, yes. The greatest quote on the Medal of Honor show.
We won! So suck it.
Oh, that is great. I love that.
I like it best when we're talking about the Nazis and whatever, because, fuck them. But, hey.
Yep.
He fought for the North. We're in New York. Yep. We won!
I'm glad you got a Civil War story in there.
Yeah,
finally.
Sure. Again, it wasn't a ton of information, but this guy fought in 6 different areas. He was in engagements with his ship,
and to and to fortunately live through it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because you do that much.
Yep.
That's not like.
And he was part of the surrender. When New Orleans surrendered, that must have been a cool.
Yeah.
Thing to be a part of, you know what I mean?
Awesome.
Yeah. I wonder what the USS Richmond looked like. His ship.
The U.S. Richmond?
Yeah, USS Richmond. That's not it. Oh,
sure?
That's it.
Looks like a pirate ship.
Look at this thing. It's a friggin' sailboat, dude. Look at that thing. Wow.
You gotta send me that picture.
Yeah.
Or I'll get it. Damn.
That's cool.
Now, so you look at that ship, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at the ships now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just the maturity or the evolution of these ships. Mm-hmm. These ships are huge now.
Yep. Man, that's cool.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I like that.
Super cool. Super cool ship. And just imagine trying to
steer that thing.
Dude, and fight on these ships, man. That's nuts. Look at all these people on this thing. It's crazy.
And where do you And you're just out there.
Right.
There's nowhere to go.
No. So it was steam powered. So it had sails, but it was also steam powered.
Oh, okay, good. And you have to be like the strategy behind, like whoever's strategizing these, attacks.
Well, and you got to put the boat in the right place.
Exactly.
Because I'm assuming this is one of those ships that had like cannons in it and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
and you
on the side.
And
if you're off by just a little bit, you're done.
The whole thing
you're
is
dead.
Messed up.
Right.
Yeah, because remember they were saying we did the show on pirates that they were the most sophisticated.
Yeah.
Strategic planners? Like they had it down to a T, even with the ocean and the wind and because they sail the ocean all the time. But oh man.
Yeah, super cool. I'll send you some of these pictures.
Of course,
for sure. But anyways, that is our
one drink.
One drink. That's our Medal of Honor stories for this week. So glad to be doing them again.
God, they're great.
Yep. And don't forget, if you like all these, you can check out all of our Medal of Honor stories both on our Facebook and YouTube page, both at One Drink Podcast. Don't forget to hit the sub button, ring the bell notification to be the first ones notified when our new episodes hit.
Yes. And please share with one person.
Yep. Just one.
And I promise I will get better at reading.
Me too.
Maybe.
But side note, if you'd like to see us in the NFL, go check out our brand new show on our YouTube page.
For sure.
NFL rules. And then at the end, we talk about becoming refs and possibly commissioners, co-commissioners.
Changing the game.
Yeah. So if you know anybody at the NFL, tag them.
We'd like to dream big.
Yeah.
Because
huge.
Why not?
Right.
I mean,
it's the only time we're ever going to make it.
Exactly. We either dream it or, we dream it.
That's it. But anyways, guys, until next time.
See ya.
Cheers.